This is Jude, and today I'm going to talk about a wonderful, great female saint, Saint Joan of Arc. And Saint Joan of Arc captivates men and women because of her courage and her strength and really her deep devotion to her Catholic faith. And Joan of Arc was born in Champagne, France in 1412. She was the youngest of 5 children. She was unable to read or write, yet God had a special plan for her life. She was very pious. She was often found in church in prayer. And she witnessed as a child her town being destroyed in the 100 Years' War that went on between England and France. So she saw quite a bit in her young years. And by the age of 12, she began to hear voices that turned out to be St. Michael the Archangel, St. Catherine, and St. Margaret. So they became her counsel over several years, and they instructed her to keep true to the faith in prayer, go to Mass, which she loved. She really loved the sacraments, so that was something that she was so devoted to. And after several years of counsel with her special saints, she was instructed to go to defend France against England. So she actually gained an audience after several attempts with the King of France, Charles VII, and convinced him that God was calling her to command an army into battle to save France. So she led the French army to victory over England in Orleans at 18 years old. And she was captured 1 year later and put on trial and held for several months. And there were over 70 charges that were brought against her, including witchcraft and heresy, and dressing like a man, which she did in her years of defending France in the military. She cut her hair and she wore men's clothing to disguise herself. And she was burned at the stake on May 30th, 1431. And she died holding a crucifix. So what a wonderful example of someone who was so young but so devoted and so true to her faith. And she was really an example for men and women alike. And 25 years after she had died, the charges were dropped. Now, St. Joan of Arc is the patron saint of France and also of the military, which is why I'm wearing the fatigue, because I thought I thought it was fitting to really celebrate this beautiful saint who, as a woman, she is such a role model. Feminism is so rampant, and we have to look to our saints, our wonderful female saints, who really showed courage, and they really spoke out, as it was in her time. A woman's voice was never heard, was never much of an authority, but she really let God guide her. And I think that's a wonderful example for us women. Let God guide us. And the most beautiful, wonderful saints we have to look at and remember are those that just gave their lives over to God and said, "Thy will be done." So I hope you've enjoyed this segment of a look at the saints. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, do that and like and comment on this video. And until next time, friends, peace be with you.